Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for checking out Exilestate Comics. I'm Justin, doing a random haul here, and I'm super pumped about this haul because I picked up I want to say a key Silver Age book. This is one of those books that it's just awesome to have in your collection. I don't know. I'll show you in a minute. I picked up a couple other things, like almost a full run of a book, a couple trades, so I'll show you that. And of course, after I show you all the books, I'll go over the comments from last week's random haul. So thanks for checking us out. If you haven't before, go ahead, like, subscribe, do that kind of fun stuff. Show you these books. Like I said, Tuesday night, definitely check out JLS Comics, Tuesday's ComiConversation, always going on over there about 8:30. And then also check out Strictly Comics. Edwin's got great hauls going up all the time. I do an abbreviated new comic book day haul over there on Wednesday. So don't kind of check that out if you can. There's links in the description below. And of course, check out comicbook.com. We've always got great articles going up over there. We're looking for new writers, so if you want to write stuff about comics or movies or whatever, let me know. Alright, let's get into the books. We'll just kind of go with, we'll do the trades first, because that's, they're kind of simple and easy. First, I picked up a new copy of Days of Future Past, just because I wanted to have a newer one. The one I have, I think I got as part of a collection, and it's not beat up per se, but it is one of the original, like an early trade. So I'll keep that one nice, and then kind of flip through this one when I need to. But again, this is awesome. Uncanny X-Men 138 through 143, and X-Men Annual number 4. So Claremont, John Romita Jr., John Byrne. Great book. If you haven't read it, I'm sure you know the story, but it's it's different than the movie, but pretty close. Because it was that, right? It was that. Okay, and the next trade I got was, I wanted this collection for a long time. I saw it on sale, so I was like, alright, I'll get the first volume. And this is Batman No Man's Land, Volume 1. So this is a huge book. You go through, the beginning of this book is super dark. It's just all throughout this book is super dark. Let's find something cool. Got a cool Batman shot there. If you can see it. So, pumped about this story. I'd never read it. I've heard good things about it. And it's dang 3 massive volumes. So there's 2 more of those books I have to get to read the whole story. What? Okay, next is this. I got 8 issues of a 9-issue series. Any guesses as to what it is before I show you? Are you ready? Are you pumped for this? You know what it is? You ready? Alright. Secret Wars 2! Issue 1! Who was the Beyonder? We already knew that before, though. Also got issue 2. Gonna show these. Issue 3, of course. Issue number 4. Black Knight's in there, alright. Ooh. Issue number 5. I like that armor. I like the silver and red. That was kind of cool. Here we go with a big number 6 with the Beyonder, of course, there with his awesome late 80s, 90s jumpsuit thing. What was he wearing there, man? Issue number 7. The Beyonder against all evil. And then issue number 8. The Beyonder Berserk. So Secret Wars 2. So I need Secret Wars 2 number 9. And then I will have all of this. Alright. So here we go. Here's the big book that, let's see. It was at my shop this Wednesday, right? And I looked at it and thought about it. And then thought about it and left. And kept thinking about it. And it was just eating at me all day, right? Like I just couldn't pass this up. I looked at, values and things like that, and, it's a deal. I had to pull the trigger on it, right? So, all right. This book is the beginning of how I sold my first collection. I'll say that. I posted this book for sale, it and like a couple issues that went with it, right? Just posted those, was just going to sell those books, and the person that contacted me was like, yeah, I'd love to get them. Do you have anything else? They came over, they bought all my books. So without meaning to, really, But at the point at which I sold it, it was one of those things, like everything was gone. But this was the book that kind of catalyst for it, and I'm super pumped to have it in my collection again. You know, if I'd never thought about selling this book, I might still have all those long boxes from back then. Oh, so sad. All right, here it is. You ready? Captain America issue 100. All right, and you're like, what 100? What's that? Well, it was what Tales to Astonish before, or Tales to Astonish. So switched over from 99 and issue 100. They went ahead and rebranded it as Captain America, as they were kind of changing all their titles at that time. So this is his first Silver Age book, his first solo Silver Age title. Of course, he was in Avengers before this. And then, of course, before that, in the Golden Age, Captain America had a book. So, like I said, we'll just keep showing you this. This is awesome. It's not a high grade. We do have some kind of bends up at the top. We have a little bit of water damage, some discoloration up here. We got a staple that's got a little corrosion on it. But other than that, it's an intact book. I did pull it out earlier just to make sure everything was kosher. But I mean, what can you say? This is a great book to have in your collection. I will probably send it off, have it cleaned, and have it slabbed, just because it's one of those, I know the story, I don't need to reread it. I can get it in a trade, but just to have this book again in my collection and be able to, you know, keep it there forever until is which time that I need to sell it again. No, let's not sell it again. So that's it. What's a big key that if you walked into your comic book store, you might have to go back and buy it later that day? Because that's pretty much what I did. I made it to the shop like less than 5 minutes before they closed that night. Made it back there and was like, all right, I just walked in and said, I'm back to get it. I give up. I got to get it. Cap 100. What? I mean, it's Cap 100, right? Man, I think this may be my only 12-cent book right now. Which is really sad to say, but it may be. I may have a couple that are close, but I think this may be my only 12-cent book. Okay, so that's all the books. This amazing Captain America issue that I need to put up somewhere, which I probably will for a couple videos before I send it off. But we'll go ahead and go over the comments from last week's haul. All right, here we go. We got Rag718. What's up, Rag718? Rag says, just subbed, great vid, and look forward to the Tuesday night live show. Thanks. Awesome, man. I really appreciate you subbing, and thanks for commenting also. That's, you know, going above and beyond, Rag. I appreciate it. All right, next we got Amazing Murfinator 1028. If I was Amazing Murfinator, I would be 1029. Is that your birthday, Murph? He says, awesome, man. Red Hood, great price. That Ethan Van Sciver Green Lanterns would be awesome. Would look awesome. All right. So what I did last week in the haul was I picked up, if you didn't see that one, a CGC graded Red Hood and the Outlaws issue number 1 of DC Rebirth, right? And I posed the question to everybody, what Rebirth title would you like to have slapped? So we'll kind of go through those as we get through some more of the comments. So Amazing Murfinator's going with the Ethan Von Sciver Green Lanterns. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. JLS Comics, what's up, Jesse? How's it going, man? He says Superman 10 would be cool to have a slab up. All right. I don't remember that cover. I have it, of course, but I don't remember that one. So awesome. Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. All right, next we got the Comic Book Villain. What's up, Comic Book Villain? He says, some nice books you picked up there, Justin, man. I can't believe you got that CGC book for that cheap. That's what I'm saying. You got to look and be patient, and if something pops up that you're kind of interested in, you never know. Like I said, that book, I didn't mean to get it. I was just putting in a bid on that one, just so I could realistically see later what it sold for, you know? Because I didn't think I was going to get it. Goes on to say, I'm going to have to look at some myself so I can get my first CGC book in my collection. Very nice. Well, brother, as always, can't wait to see your next vid, Comic Book Villain, or your next vid on Comic Book Wednesday. Later's your pal, the Comic Book Villain. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you commenting there. And yeah, like I would really like to know, like what's in your mind as like what would you want your first CGC book to be? I was picky about my first one, so after that, I've kind of gone down a rabbit hole a little bit. But I've only gotten 3, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. All right, next up we got Edwin with Strictly Comics. What's up, Edwin? Edwin says, good job on the slab, bro. I'm glad it's a 9.8, because I tell people never buy a modern comic, 92 or newer, like 92 current, in less than 9.8 grade. Also, great price too, thanks. I love the new CGC casings. They're super crystal clear. Don't tell CBCS I said that. Yeah, no, that case is amazing. I should put it back up here. I will for the next vid. And last comment of this week is Ramiro Gomez. What's up, Ramiro? Says, nice, Justin. CGC, I haven't got one yet, but I would like to have some. I would be something to get. But that would be something to get. Yes. Either graded or win one at a decent price. Yeah. My Rebirth title, CGC, I would like to have a Suicide Squad Rebirth. I'm assuming you're going to go with number 1 there. Always nice to see what you're grabbing weekly. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for leaving that comment. Suicide Squad 1, CGC, man, that would be a good one to have. Especially if you could get that Jim Lee variant for number 1. I think that would be the one to do. If you could find that, that would be amazing. So, alright, everybody, like I said, this was just a kind of quick video. I wanted to show off this book so much. Cap 100! Silver Age Key. So when is this one from? 68? I think they waited a little while to give him his own book before they were doing their rebranding. So the premiere issue with all the Avengers behind him. Super awesome issue. Really pumped to have it, like I said. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for taking a look, watching. Go ahead and, like I said, leave a comment, and I'll go over it in the next random haul. And I guess the question for this one, like I said, is what Silver Age Key... and this would be raw. We're going raw here. What raw Silver Age Key? If you walked into the shop and they had it for, we'll say under $100, because I was under $100 on this one. That's why I got it. Okay, you gotta go realistic, because you don't want to go there. But realistically, under $100. What key book would you walk in and see, oh, I got to get that? Don't come back and say, like, Hulk 181. You're never going to see that. This was a low grade, but even a low grade Hulk 181, I don't think you'd see under $100. So you can't. That one's out. All right, everybody. Have a good one until next time. Keep reading what you love. I think I just stole that from Jesse. But find something that you really love and then just dig into those characters, right? Make sure you spend time and ask them at your local comic book shop if they have, if they've just gotten in some new books. Like I said, this was on the shelf behind the register, which is normally where they keep in books they've just recently gotten. And that's going to be, back issues, things of this sort that you'd want to find. So definitely talk to the people at your LCS and see what you can find. You never know by just asking what's going on. So, all right, everybody. Have a good one. I've rambled long enough. We'll see you soon. If not before, next week's live show on Tuesday on JLS Comics at 8:30. So have a good one, everybody. Happy weekend.